In the meeting, Councilor Nartelli states, the side new steps are approved by inspection agency, who approved the project without handrails. Was there a permit by PenSafe? Seems to be the absence of truth again. Are you going to vote for a person who cannot handle truth?
Let's call the meeting to order. Moment of silence. Pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right.
I'm sorry about the time. That thing doesn't keep time. Rick just put some batteries in for me. I didn't have
Roll call.
I didn't have a roll call on there because I had found out as long as I could see who's here, I'm allowed to write it down. So if you want me to do it, I will.
Yeah, just
Sean Yangley,
here.
Don Yangley,
Here.
and Rick Ricardo Nardelli. Here.
All right. September minutes.
Diane, would you mind closing that door? There's no heat, and I'm trying to heat these two rooms with just that little electric heater. Thank you very much. You'll find you'll not cold air on your back now, hopefully.
All right. Everybody have a chance to read over the minutes? Need a motion to approve the minutes from the September meetings.
I'll motion that.
I second it.
Got a motion by LeDawn, seconded by Rick to approve the minutes from the September meeting. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Visitors and guests. Mr. Spade?
Instead of me reading this, I'll just ask that officially that it be entered into the minutes. And the only thing that I will accent on that, the Open Records Office has made their final determination, and I don't know whether you got a copy of it yet, but you'll have 30 days to comply.
Before the Coalport Borough Council. October 13, 2023. Public comment by public official. Reverend Gerald W. Spade, Senior CPTC. Now comes Reverend Gerald W. Spade, taxpayer, citizen, and public official residing at 712 Main Street, Coalport, Pennsylvania 16627 to set forth public comments. Your petitioner under public comments set forth statements on September 9, 2023 in open session of Coalport Borough Council. Were the statements included in the minutes now before the Honorable Council for minutes for September 9? Statement of rebuttal, the pseudo-secretaries, out of order, interruption of a petitioner, who had the council floor, before the Honorable Council, stated the petitioner has the right, exclusive right, to claim the convention expenses in a tax report to the federal government, The amount of relief for the convention expenses would possibly be $10 in tax exemption benefit for a refund amount upon the filling of a tax report. Pseudo-secretary was trying to use a hypothetical to overrule that council has paid for other entities to attend educational events. Further, the pseudo-secretary has been granted unreasonable bonuses, while mandatory education is denied reimbursement. Your tax officer respectfully requests a redress for the funding for education and that council grant at least $300 to the tax officer for the 65th Pennsylvania State Tax Collector Association Convention on October 20th to 21st, 2023. The ARPA funds, held by the borough, can be used for education. Council is required to meet, the first Tuesday of January, with the auditors. Is there an audit for 2022 in progress? Your tax officer has been the tax collector since 2021 to present. Is Coalport Borough Council going to audit the tax officer's books? Council is paying for a borough office. When is the office open for the public to enter and request issues? Coalport Borough has been served RTKL requests. Will council comply with the law regarding right of inspection of public records? Coalport Borough has set a precedence regarding building without a permit. Councils in the past required constructed items to be deconstructed and removed. Further, the violators were taken to the Honorable Court for building without a permit. Is Coalport Borough Council going to remove all the handicap access ramps and receive a fine, and possible court action for building without a permit? Allegedly, a contract was engaged with Keystone Collections Group for the purpose of recovery of delinquent per capita taxes. The tax officer has not received any reports of funds recovered by the agency. Reports and funds are to be presented to the tax officer for verification, as has been the practice in the past with Berkheimer Collection Agency. Wherefore, your petitioner respectfully requests the entire record, public comments, be entered into the record known as Coalport Borough Council minutes pursuant to statutory restraints. Respectfully submitted, Reverend Gerald W. Spade, Sr., CPTC.
After which I can move on to the Common Pleas Court. And I respectfully ask that that be entered into the minutes. And I have a question about the last meeting. Were those my written entered into the minutes? Because I can't see the minutes.
What was that?
Excuse me?
What was it?
My public comments the last time when I was here.
No, I always write something down, but I don't write it verbatim.
Right, thank you.
But you want it just handed like that, done like that.
If you can, that's my public comment. Title 65 or 65 PSCS states that public comment should be entered into the record. Thank you for the privilege to submit the public comment.
Mayor, Steve, you have a copy. Did he give you a copy instead?
No, I didn't.
Yes. Yeah. All right, Diane. I'll just answer and ask.
Thank you.
Treasurer's report.
Okay, the ARPA, bring it fund has $15,433.08 in it. The checking account has $25,394.14. The liquid fuels inflated account has $69,821.96. They're all just from today.
All right. Need a motion to approve the report?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
I got a motion by Rick, seconded by LaDawn to approve the treasurer's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. All right. Staying on finances, need a motion to pay the bills?
Make a motion to pay the bills for the month. Keep the borough going.
Second.
Got a motion by LaDawn, seconded by Rick to pay the bills, keep the borough running. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. LaDawn's report.
I apologize, I didn't know if you wanted that till 4 or 5. When I asked around, people seemed to think it was usually. So,
I didn't agree on any of the times, but it's the only reason why I asked everybody out there what they thought. Unfortunately, our parade is going to have to be at 2 o'clock, I heard. Lineup's at 1:30 at the CMA church. And I guess we'll just do the trick or treat until 5. As followed from the parade. So we also need to, I got a motion to open a
wait, do
new,
you have a second on that?
Must be a motion to approve. But just to be clear, our hand was kind of forced on this. We did ask everybody on Facebook what the parents, the one that actually has to get their kids ready and bring them to the parade, or grandparents that have to do it, what time they would want. And we actually got a much later response for the parade and trick-or-treating, but apparently whoever's doing the parade already made up the time, so.
It's the women's club and fire company do the parade, and they didn't want to change it from 2 o'clock.
So the motion,
I don't motion it because I don't agree with it. But that's just me.
You can motion it and just say no. I don't care whatever you guys want to do. I never thought this would be a.
I didn't think either, but with Arvona having theirs from 4 to 6, and then I got numerous text messages and phone calls, at least 15, 20, parents from Coalport saying, now we got Arvona kids coming after the parade, and then there's not till later, then Coalport kids would want to go over, and it's just a big mess.
Well, Carrie and
You know.
Kim called and wanted to know we were, and I told her I'd let her know after today. The Carrie Township's gonna set theirs when you set
Yes,
yours.
and they usually do, so, but I know Arvona always follows us usually, because we usually have a meeting. This year they wanted to fill too, so I guess it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing I can do.
Just
So,
try.
I think maybe next year they need to think about it, maybe really ask people out there. I don't even care if it was on Halloween night. Just get done and over with. Everybody has a free Saturday. I don't know. I just feel terrible because I feel like, this is the reason why we ask, residents, because obviously I don't trick or treat anymore, but,
Well, those residents then need to ask the women's club
and
firemen.
I think the other thing is, and when I did get a hold of one of the firemen, they said they would help if we had to eat them, so that's the other thing. But most of all, I know the school is so busy, and I know how this was because our kids were little. I mean, you got a Friday night game, you expect to get up Saturday morning and just get, kids ready, dressed. I know how that feels, I do. I have multiple kids, so to get everybody ready and down at the parade at 2 o'clock was insane, And then you got cars on the side of the road, which, from what I was told, homecoming wasn't the greatest because it was Wednesday night church. So those cars are parked on the side of the road. Barely had enough room to get through the freaking road. or on the road to go through. So there was complaints about that, and it's just one thing or another. You can't win, you can't lose, I don't know.
You just have to make up your mind and that's it.
You know, and I tried, like I said, I went out to the residents, but unfortunately it didn't happen that way, so.
Alright, so,
We gotta set a time for it.
Well, there's already time, they already chose.
we have
The
to,
1:30's line up.
They chose the parade, but it's up to you to choose
I
the
understand that, but
trick or treat.
nobody wants to have a parade at 2 o'clock and then go home and then come back out with their costs, you know what I mean?
They
Like,
don't need to come back out, they just go out after the parade.
I understand that, but they wanted later is what I'm trying to say. Like, they didn't want a 2 o'clock parade, they wanted like 4 o'clock parade,
Later and then,
or, 3:30 parade or something like that, so. But I want, even if they have the parade at 2 o'clock, and I say, hey, we're gonna do trick or treat 5 to 6:30 or 4 to 6:30. Nobody's gonna go back home and then undress their kids and dress them back up. Nobody wants to do that. I won't wanna do that, so they're just gonna be like, why didn't they just follow? So then you got more, so what I mean? It's just, I don't know, it's just a headache.
We just have it right after, they're already dressed for the parade, so right after, from the time the parade was over until 5 or 6 o'clock.
That's what I said, we'll just have it until 5. I mean, that's,
we need a motion for that.
I motioned to the trick or treat until 5 p.m. on Saturday, October 28th.
I'll second it.
Got a motion by Dawn, second by Rick, to have the trick or treating for Coalport Borough after the Halloween parade until 5 p.m. All in favor?
Right.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
So we would like to do I need a motion to open a new bank account. And this would be for, so we're not mixing things up here, I guess. Motion to open a new checking account at the bank. The name will be Bridge Account. This is the grant money from the Clearfield County Commissioners. And we'll have 2 signatures, Sean Yellen, President, and Mary Sue, Secretary Treasurer. So do I have all in favor to open another account at the bank that will say Bridge Account, so the money goes there?
I'll second that.
You making a motion?
I make the motion and then,
I got a motion by Dawn, seconded by Rick, to open a new bank account. It's gonna be labeled Bridge Account, or
Bridge Account.
Bridge Account. Have 2 signatures, myself and Mary Sue, Secretary. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Did they require that because you're not allowed to commingle funds?
I think it's just to more like our records also, and,
you have to have grants.
yes,
You can't put them in with your general.
yes, so
Thank you.
it's just easier that way, I guess. I mean, I think when we first started, we had like 7 accounts. We had I don't even know where the hell those came from. It's like, we had to, so, cut those out. This was on your paperwork, so you might as well just go through that. 'Cause you had,
You had already voted on the Keystone thing,
yes,
2 months
so you
ago.
might as well just read
Right.
these.
It's been rewritten a little bit since that, so I thought it best that you vote on it again, just to be sure.
I'll make a motion to make an agreement with Keystone Collection for collecting our
Yeah, so basically.
new
that's what it
taxes.
is.
Yeah.
I thought you, I was gonna say, I thought you had it too, but. Okay. I second that.
I got a motion from Rick, second from Dawn, to enter into a new agreement with Keystone Collections to collect the delinquent per capita taxes, the earned income taxes, and the LST taxes. All in favor?
Right.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
That was you that motioned it, right?
Yeah,
Sorry. Okay. All right, I need a motion to approve the proclamation for Keystone Collections. No, we did the agreement.
I'm sorry.
second.
Alright.
She made that motion.
Rick, did you make that motion? Did I?
Rick second. He thought you made the motion.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought it made
I'm
motion.
sorry.
Who made the motion?
I'm trying to figure out what he said first.
I thought, yeah.
Who's ended the work?
I think he thought I did and I thought he did. I was like, wait, who did what?
What do you mean by proclamation?
I believe it's a resolution, right?
Keystone wants a proclamation to go along with the agreement. They
Thank you. Thank you.
I motion it first, please. Or.
I said proclamation.
Resolution. It's a resolution. That's what I was looking at.
I was like, looking. Oh my
Thank you,
goodness.
Jerry. It is a proclamation. I wrote that down here too.
This is cool.
It's a resolution. Oh, I am so sorry.
I was gonna say, I thought it said that. I don't.
Is that why you wonder why?
I said,
Yeah, yeah. I thought maybe you were going to let the people know what your proclamations usually the mayor does.
Sorry, just a little spill in here.
So you want, whoever made the motion, could you please restate it for me?
A motion to accept the resolution.
for Keystone Collections.
Yes, there you go.
All right, now I get that down, I second it.
Keystone Collections.
A motion by LeGon, second by Rick to approve the resolution for Keystone Collections. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
My turn. We've got 3 estimates on the heating system. I should have had 4, but I haven't heard from one yet. Kimmons' estimate was $87,800 if it's paid out of our general account. If it goes through grant, it would be $104,200. Moyer's was $48,999.27. That would be 8 inside units, 4 outside units. Beers is $49,899.19, pretty close. His was for 6 inside units and 6 outside units. That means each unit inside would have their own outside pump. Those are 3 estimates we got so far on the heating system.
That's installed.
That's installed, 10-year warranty.
Thank you.
The side entrance, which we had an incident with that, not incident, but a problem with that. We went and we got that picked up according to code. It is not a handicapped entrance, not considered to be a handicapped entrance, only employees' entrance, and the steps and the platform is off code. So we are done with the side entrance. That's the side entrance out here where it's for employees only. So that's done. The handicap entrance will be this door out front here. Furnace, we got fixed, replaced 8 grates, replaced flue pipe, it's ready to go. I was told they were built a fire on Monday. That's the word I got from Joe and Brian. We got the load of coal, I think it was 6 tons, something like that, 6-7 ton of coal. We'll continue to get it as needed. Wood Street extension, the part that wasn't finished the last time on Wood Street, up from Oak Street up to Mike Gregg's is finished, done. Mike is very happy with it.
Is it done?
Did a very good job.
You still have, our guys have to put the stone along the
Yeah.
front.
But he's very happy with it, and it does look very good. It's very nice. They ran up it, and on the low side of it, they put like a berm along the roadside so that when the water runs down from rain stuff, it don't wash across the road. And it keeps out of Mike's yard. But that's done. And the backhoe, we just got the axle back today. I haven't heard from John as for when he's gonna put it back together. I'm gonna assume it probably,
He was here today,
are they?
so I don't know if you put it together.
Well, he's probably here to unload it.
Yeah, that guy was there when I came in,
Yeah.
John was there. I don't know if
Yeah,
he's
he's probably there to unload it with this crane. I haven't talked to John since then to find out when he's planning on doing it. If I can, I'll be here to help him with it, 'cause he'll need help. I've been getting, I've gotten a few compliments about the park being cleaned up the way it is. It's really nice. And the guy's doing a very good job keeping the grass down and cleaning up the lily fields and so forth. On that, I need to move to approve the resolution for Vicaria, Coalport, Arbonne, and municipality authorities wastewater treatment plant planning study.
There's the study. Anybody's welcome to read it. They want a proclamation too, so that's done.
Resolution.
What?
Resolution.
Yeah, why are they doing that?
I don't know. Just one word in your head.
Yeah. Resolution. And I have just something really quick to add about what you said about the park.
What's that?
Well, somebody said to me that it was kept in such bad shape before, but I said something to all about it. And he got kind of angry and he said, do they realize that I was cut down to 20 hours a week and I was working on my own? It was very hard to keep up this, that, all the property in the borough. He
Never
tried.
said anything different.
No, you people didn't, but some.
No, we don't understand.
But that's why it wasn't last year what it was even the years before.
Well, even then I noticed, I had noticed him putting in time on his own time in to do that.
But
And I thanked him many times about
with
it.
it being painted and they did some reseeding and everything. on
Yeah,
it.
painted, received, they took.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I
it
can
looks really
understand that. I mean,
Well, didn't they had help, a crew help?
we had the volunteers.
Yeah, volunteers help with the paint, it really helped.
I think we got a lot done for the winter that we
Oh,
needed
yeah,
done.
they was a big help.
Sorry. Need to restate the.
Do it again. You done with that? On the park?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
I'd make a motion again to approve the resolution of the BCI Municipal Authority Wastewater Treatment Plant Planning Study, which lays here thousands of pages. It would take me 1,000 years to read it all.
Is there something we need to read before we approve on it? Should we skim through it?
I've been skimming through the resolution itself, and basically they're just replacing equipment that's deteriorated, and they're just replacing it with
Yeah,
some of the same equipment, some of it's updated equipment that's.
I guess a lot of it's been there long enough, according to that it is wearing out
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So it's
Maybe
time.
some of the lines are replacing that's deteriorated and stuff.
So that's just
Bring everything up to date.
a study on it.
It's basically what they're doing is they're just replacing equipment and items that have been outdated or started to deteriorate, and new technology came available. So like some of them have like new screens in them, different way of filtering from what I'm reading on this. It's basically just updating like anything you would in any business, really. Motion by Rick.
I'll second it.
Motion by Rick, seconded by LaDawn, to accept the resolution for the BCIMA's plan revision. All in favor?
Right.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, I've done, it is mandatory by state. It was signed on October 22nd, 2015, I believe, by Governor Wolf. It is mandatory for the tax collector to have a deputy tax collector or two. That is of his choice with the council approval. So I make a motion to have the tax collector submit two names to be considered by the Borough Council at the next meeting, and one to be approved as a deputy tax collector.
I second that.
Got a motion by Rick, seconded by LaDawn, to have the tax collector appoint a deputy tax collector, bring two names to the next meeting, and council will vote to approve one of them. All in favor?
Right.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
You want to do that one?
Yeah. This was drawn up by the solicitor, right?
Pardon?
The solicitor drew this up or made any
He-
changes to it?
Yeah, he okayed it.
Okay. This is a paper stating what Coalport Borough Council is offering the tax collector, Mr. Gerald W. Spage Sr. What we're offering him as far as a room, internet, handicap accessible doorways. It is basically, you can sign that you accept it, you can sign that you don't accept it. It's just something that,
I would never sign anything I didn't see.
oh no, I'm gonna hand it to you. But yeah, it was drawn up by the solicitor. Actually, it was drawn up here, the solicitor looked over it, made any changes he wanted to make to it, or suggested.
Here, this is his.
Oh. That is yours also.
Thank you.
Well, we were just making a motion that we handed him that, correct? Yeah, it's just a motion that we gave the tax collector a paper to either accept or decline. So I need a motion for that.
A motion. We name Jerry Spain, the tax collector.
this question, this is not a room, this is what you said the last time, that it'd just be a place for somebody to come in and go out.
This is a room, Jerry.
Yeah,
What would
that's
you
not,
call it?
Yeah, it's a room, I mean, it's basically a room just to collect taxes. And it's not
the people who are coming to my office, it's not the tax office, I tell them that, but they're welcome to come to Vision Press for any time.
Well, one time you said no.
People have been coming there, and I'm never discourteous to them. I'm kind to them, and but it is not the tax office. And just having a place, I can set out here in the parking lot and collect taxes.
Well, that's what's being offered
And
here.
they could come up to my car.
As we are to offer you,
Yeah.
and that's what most of the other tax collectors do, the same way.
If you're having a deputy tax collector, there would have to be an office where they could work. But they're not coming to my office.
You got the agreement right there, Mr. Spade.
Yeah, I probably will not be signing it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We have a motion on the floor that we gave tax collector a paper to sign regarding the collection of taxes possibly here.
In fact, I even go to people's houses and collect taxes.
And motion on one, do you second?
I second it.
Okay.
So you're saying you'll sign the decline part of it?
I'm not signing anything. I'm sorry. I don't have to.
We have a
Well, then
motion,
he has to decline that, right?
It says to accept or decline, but he's refusing to sign, so that's the same as declining it.
motion by the Dawn, second by Rick, that we gave the tax collector, Mr. Gerald W. Spade Sr., a paper regarding a space here to collect taxes, handicap accessible doorways, handicap accessible bathrooms, the internet, and et cetera. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, I got one more thing on mine. We talked about having what I got wrote down there, stability on the building. And we found out it's expensive. But my son works for Wynn Dodson. It's an architectural firm, engineer firm out of Altoona. They usually do wiring and sewage treatments. They're doing Bellwood Dam right now, on Bellwood Mountain. He said, if you wanted, he'd come and look around and give you suggestions, but he cannot do anything as for approve or disapprove or give a full report, whether it's yes or whether it's no. Just give you some ideas what he thinks should be done, or if it's what kind of shape it's in. But it's not a legal, it would not be a legal report.
I called around, well, ours wanted the $6,000 to do the study.
Yeah.
And I called around to some other ones, and I haven't gotten anything lower than $4,000.
It's expensive. He told me it is, when I told him about the $6,000, he said that's just about average trade. It's around $6,000 to have something like that done.
The only other thing I thought we could do is if we had an electrician come in and him check the electric, and something paying for it, but, check the electric, somebody to check the foundation, and somebody to check, like that, just so we have something to hand into the grant saying that
Well, I have
the building's worth putting that kind of money into.
I was gonna bring that up too about getting estimates on ring gutter, new roof. And I recommend shingles, not metal roof, because metal roof, from what I hear from a lot of people is, after a few years, that rubber gasket on them screws deteriorates and start leaking. You gotta get up there and either put new ones in or put something on it, where put shingles on are good for it. But on the roof, that'd be my suggestion. And have an electrician come in, look at the electrical work, and possibly replace this one panel out here that you can't get any breakers for no more. You might find some place, like Lucas might have a couple, if someone, breaker would go out, you'd have a hard time finding them. So it would be a good idea. My suggestion, it would be a good idea to replace it, with some grant money or stuff. But those some of the things I brought up, bring up to see if it would be okay if I went out and did that.
Well, we have to get
And then it would go towards that grant,
to do November 30th.
and that'll pretty much, oh, the insulation too, about insulating the roof, ceiling, well, the roof, the attic, whatever. Yeah, that's
Well,
on that
maybe we
too.
should spend money to get it done professionally and have, just submit that.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have our guys do any of that. So if there's no problem with that, if it's okay, I can go ahead and get started on that. Dawn, you got any problem with that? Dawn? Okay, I'll start working on that. It's not something that's gonna be done this year. The furnace is ready to go. It is fireable. And I don't know who that kid's name was, put the grates in, but I was hearing he's doing that. He can get in about anywhere, I think. He did a good job. Did a really good job putting them in.
Cause he had to grind the thing.
He had to
off,
grind-
open, right?
Yeah, he had to grind a little bit on the one end that holds it up so it would move. See, when they're casted, they always get lips on them and stuff. You always have to grind them down a little bit or to make them so they'll turn. Because they have that little lip on it, and they only turn a little bit instead of turning the whole circle. But yeah, he had to grind. It didn't take much grinding, but he had to grind each one, all 8 of them down that one end, just on the one end. That's all I got.
Secretary's report.
Okay, we got an estimate of our liquid fuels for 2024. It would be, the estimate is $22,810.33. We'll know the actual amount on March 1st. We did the community cleanup. The loft was full. And the workers took 2 loads of tires to dispose of. And they took 2,900 pounds of tires to the landfill.
Well, they took some scrap too. They took a lot of that in too. I was laying around down to Taj Mahal.
Yeah, there's.
They took a lot of that and they cleaned that up with the help of the guys from Morris Hope. They cleaned a lot of that.
It looks good. I mean, the building doesn't, but everything else around it looks good.
Yeah, it's starting to look better.
It cost us $500 for the roll-off, the 30 yard, I think, 30 for whatever they say. So that, we had to pay for that, the workers' wages, and the gas money for the truck to make the 2 trips. And that's coming, we're allowed to take that out of the ARPA grant. And the dumping fee was paid by the Clearfield County Solid Waste Authority. And,
The tire didn't cost us anything.
just to haul them.
Just a haul.
I don't even know, I don't think Green Tree dumps the tires there. They must do something else because they don't really accept tires. I just think they made, this up, did something with the Solid Waste Authority to help clean up. Not just us, but everybody's doing
They
it.
take tires down and grind them up for insulation filled on new buildings, and
We're
also
starting to put
for,
them into roads now too.
yeah, also for recycling by putting them in the roads now, yeah.
And they will do it for, like the ground on a playground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's gonna be, so don't hurt the kids.
Yeah.
And we used to get wood chipped out of the park. They were special because they run them through a machine that buffs them all up corners, keeps from hurting kids, before we get them.
Where did you use them in the,
In the playgrounds, where the swings are at and
did you use the
slides.
wood or the rubber or the
Wood.
There's actual now rubber, they'll pour a rubber base in it too. Okay. Joe DeGennaro has been studying the ordinances. He basically already started his job. He's meeting now for the second time with the magistrate, Glass. He's explaining to him how to do things, best ways. He also has to meet up with the state police and get some stuff off them. He's been sworn in by Judge Glass, and he's been interviewed for the Streetscape newsletter. He would like to be introduced, so he was interviewed for that, and that comes out. And I'd like to ask Mr. Spade if Tuesday, October 17th at 1 o'clock would be okay for you to come up and do right to know work.
17th.
That would be
Tuesday.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
We,
I can't make it Tuesday.
What time was it in the morning or afternoon or when?
1.
1
That's
o'clock,
okay.
okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine. Thank you.
Well, somebody will be. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. 'Cause I just got a phone call where it came up. The family wants to get together and have dinner at my brother's favorite restaurant when he passed away last year, in his memory.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah. I don't know which restaurant it is. He had 2 of them, so I don't know which one it's gonna be.
He was a good guy as well, there too.
I was talking to Joe a little bit. We do need to get him a cell phone, even if it's a prepaid cell phone. Something with a camera, where he can have his own number so he can have it on him if somebody calls him that he visited or something, and they can call him and
So
talk
you
to
use
him.
a cheap cell phone or get another line, and I don't know if that would cost or whatever, but that would be just for that business.
Yeah, I was looking at prepaid. Verizon has some prepaid phones, which Verizon works pretty good around here.
Does it,
It doesn't service lots. T-Mobile, we have T-Mobile.
yeah, because that's what's here, right?
Yeah, we have T-Mobile works really good in Coalport.
What's the new tower that's by Crenshack's or
That
Riggleman
is AT&T
only?
for now. The story I got, I'm going by hearsay, it's not charged up yet. I mean, it got power to it and everything, got down in it, but it isn't cut
It's not
away yet.
functioning.
I think
And
sometimes companies will come if they find a tower.
the ride's supposed to
Hey.
hook onto it a year from the time it's opened. You know, it's operative. Right now, it's not sending signals out. Last word I got.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't take that for
No.
solemn, solemn word, because that's just hearsay.
One of the things that, in the interview, Joe said about, he wanted the people in the borough to know that the borough and him were not doing this ordinance thing to make money. What it's for is for, there'll be more in the article, but health and safety
Yeah.
and things in the looks of the town.
It's one way to get it's also one way to get sort of try to get ahead of blighted property.
Yeah. During our cleanup, Charlie, I can't think of the kid's name. He was on council for a couple months, didn't he?
John Shawley.
Yeah, well, the both Charlies? The one was on the council.
John M.
Okay.
John M.
They come up here and they said they cleaned all that bags of stuff that was behind the burnt building.
Did they really?
Right up there. They had a trailer for it.
There was like 20 laying
Yeah,
there.
they had dirt, they had a
I took pictures of them.
So, I was here and they just finished loading, and they thanked them for that, so that's, that's a big help. But they took that on their own to do that.
Did he put it in the dumpster? We don't know what was in them.
And they're wrapped up trash.
Yeah. But and on that note, with the two houses there, when Lisa Cavalli from the Redevelopment Authority was here, she said those two houses are still on the list to be taken down,
Okay.
but she didn't think the money would be here till spring.
Right.
But just so people know, it's still gonna happen.
What's the latest on, was it Wilson's?
He has not, I talked to the solicitor today, and Mr. Winston has never responded to our letter.
Okay.
So I don't know where the next
I
thing.
knew there was a letter sent to him, and I didn't hear anything, what,
Yeah.
anything
I asked him
came
today.
about that.
I guess that's why he never said he got it or didn't, but
Okay.
The following is the pseudo-secretary's opinion. As you listen to her opinions, you will discover all that has been reported by Vision Press Production is true. The pseudo-secretary's statements reveal and are evidence of the facts that Vision Press Production has explained. The pseudo-secretary's opinions are not all true. No open office hours, the right to law requester can object to an extension, integrity is in question, the requester would not like to meet with the pseudo-secretary alone. Why? In January 2023, Reverend Spade held the borough's side door open for the pseudo-secretary to go into the borough building. The pseudo-secretary turned around quickly and started jerking the door out of the party's hands. Reverend Spade kept the door open to enter as a duly elected councilor. Result: the pseudo-secretary called 3 Pennsylvania State Police to the borough building. The matter was considered a false report, a lack of integrity on the part of the pseudo-secretary. Would you meet with a crafty woman alone? Vision Press Production has the lawful right to cut out the pseudo-secretary's opinion before Coalport Borough Council. Vision Press Production has permitted the statements of the pseudo-secretary, so that you can view the statements that are full of untruth, but council has granted the right for a public employee to express her feeling without granting Reverend Gerald W. Spade, Sr. the lawful right to express a rebuttal. Speaking to Reverend Spade, he said, "The integrity of Coalport Borough Council President is in question." The pseudo-secretary expressed her weak position and tried to assert powers she does not have. Vision Press Production believes you will, as the audience, see clearly the inability of the pseudo-secretary. Remember, you can change council by your vote in November 7, 2023. Vote for Carol Crewis for a council seat.
Sean, may I talk here for a couple minutes without being interrupted?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to clarify some of the information that Mr. Spade has given out over YouTube and in emails. Number one, you do not have the right to refuse a 30-day extension. That's entirely up to me to issue that. You don't have a right to, and this comes right from Harrisburg, you don't have a right to refuse it. And you're wrong about anyone coming in here, looking at the books and documents at any time they feel like it. It's up to me to set a time and date for them to look at them, examine them, whatever you call it. There will be no immediately. I will present I will be present when anyone is doing this. That is my job. No one is allowed to be in a room alone with the borough's documents. It's up to, it's my job to be with them. And I will always have someone here with me. And that's my choice whom, not the requester's choice, it's my choice. It's also a lie that I have never granted you time here to inspect records. And without going back and looking, I would say at least 3 times that I can recall, top of my head. 2, the mayor were here, or the mayor was here with us, you, the mayor and I. And I think it was the last time my husband was here. I will always have someone here. I also will not request that the bank give you the borough's banking records. You are in your legal right to ask for them through the right to know, but I will not give permission for them to hand them to you. The office, there's a question about the office. The office is open when I am here. I do keep all the doors locked when I am here alone. Anyone may make an appointment and I will accommodate them. I get many calls from people near and far that I am able to take care of over the phone. And due to security reasons and personal appointments, I do not advertise my hours here. Take offense to the words that you have called me. You have called me deceptive. You have called me untrustworthy. And you say that I lack integrity. I don't feel that I'm any of them. I try to do my best in my personal life and my job here. And when I sent someone to your office on different occasions to hand you the 30-day extensions for your right to know requests, basically it's because I have no faith in your integrity for me to send you an email and I would be afraid that you would say you didn't get it. So I feel it's better to hand you the paper in writing. And I thank my husband for delivering them on quite a few occasions. And I don't appreciate you filming him and questioning him about things here at the borough when he's in your office. Thank you, Sean, for letting me say that.
And I think it'd be pretty hard for you to do something like that with your problem with the way for walking and going up the steps and so forth. That's,
You can't make it like that. That's all I have.
Through the carrier. All right, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Oh, we've got to accept this secretary's report.
We
Do you need
did,
a
oh,
motion now?
no.
No, okay.
If they ever get that.
I second to adjourn.
Motion by Rick, second by Dawn to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 4:54.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I know, it is a little cold.
You still work this time?
What, you sign it?
I did. I was one of the other ones.
Do you have any questions?
I did.
You can take you in the office real fast.
Oh, okay, sure.
Sure.
Wherever you'd like.
Thank you.
Just warmer in there.
Warmer in there, warm, that's good, right?
Yeah, it was warmer in your own.
That's why I had all them shut, because I was trying to get a little bit of it out here.
Understand.
Oh, next meeting.
That was one of my
Okay.
questions, so I'll just wait for that.
I've got to set some budget meetings, so I'll get with you about that. Did I give you this?
I don't
It'll
know.
be posted, I guess, for the next meeting. We can.
Well,
No, you
arrange
didn't.
whatever.
No, you didn't.
okay, well, now you have it.
Okay.
That is the pages to the webinar that I took,
Okay.
which was really good. And the guy was a good speaker, and he did, sometimes they're kind of